Hello everybody, so today is New Year's Eve and I decided I'd make one last video of 2014. This video today is gonna be my December wrap up and my July TBR. So I'm gonna show you the books that I read in December and then I'm gonna show you the books that I would like to get through in January, but these could all end up changing and everything like that. So, alright, so for the first book that I read in December was The Legend of the Blue Eyes. I don't know who it's by, but I'll put the picture right here because I don't have the physical copy of it. All I have is the ebook copy. I rated that 4 out of 5 stars on Goodreads, I believe. It was a really good book and I really enjoyed it. The second book I read in December was Looking for Alaska by John Green, and can I just say that this book literally ripped my feels out and just stomped on them. You took them and they were stomped upon. I wanted to cry because this book literally ruined my life for a good few days. And I even knew what was going to happen, and I still wasn't emotionally prepared for it. But I really enjoyed reading this book, and I'm so glad I've gotten finally around to reading it. It was a great read, even though it ruined my feels. And I'm pretty sure I gave this one a 4 out of 5 as well. The third book I read in December is another John Green book, and this is An Abundance of Katherines. And while I liked the concept of this book quite a lot, I didn't really like it. I mean, there was nothing really wrong with it. It's just, well, one, math, and two, why 19 Katherines? Like, I don't know. And to think that math used to be my favorite subject in school, and I mean, it kind of still is, but this book wasn't my cup of tea, and I didn't really enjoy it as much as I thought I would, and I rated this one 3 out of 5 stars. The third book that I read in December is one that I have been meaning to read for a while, and I was supposed to read it in my English class my senior year of high school, so like this past year during school, but we never got around to it, and everybody else did, and then my boyfriend gave me a lot of heck for not reading it because he read it, and this is Animal Farm by George Orwell, and I loved this book. I thought the concept was really awesome, and I liked how they went about trying to tell this little story with animals, and I loved it, besides the fact that it was extremely weird. I like weird so much, and so I enjoyed it. And I mean, the fact that I couldn't really connect to the characters was okay with me, because I mean, it's a book about talking animals, and there's not really much you can do getting connected to the characters in this book. But I really did enjoy this book, and I'm pretty sure I rated this one a 4 out of 5 as well. Most of these books are going to be 4 out of 5s. I don't think there was any like 3.5s or 4.5s or anything lower than 3. The fifth book that I read in December is Clean by Amy Reed, and I checked this book out at my library and I was like, wow, this is going to be a really interesting read. And for some reason, I always pick up these books that deal with people who are in like rehab for addiction, or who are in like a psych ward for like depression and suicidal thoughts and tendencies and everything like that. So I saw this book and I read it, and well, I read like the inside cover, and I thought that the concept was really great. And I read it and I loved it. Despite it being one of those like typical cliche type books, I ended up really enjoying it. I think I gave this one a 4 out of 5 as well. Typical. All the other books in this video are 4 out of 5s, except the one. But I really enjoyed this. The sixth book that I read this month, which might end up being one of my top favorites in this month of books that I've read, is Every Day by David Levithan. And this book blew me out of the water. I don't even know how to comprehend what this book did. It has an amazing concept, and it's so cool to see living in the different bodies of everybody else. And I just really thoroughly enjoyed this book. I think this is the only one that I gave like 4.5 out of 5 on, but I loved it so much. I love how it has 6 additional chapters in A's life, because that's just more story that I could see, and I just loved the romance in it as well, and I loved being able to see how they went about it in the ways that him and Rhiannon did, and it's just amazing, and I am so glad I ended up reading it. So, the last book that I have read in December, because I know I'm not going to finish any other books today because it's busy, is Life Expectancy by Dean Koontz, and this was given to me by my boyfriend's dad, and I am very thankful for that because this book was amazing, and I loved it. Yeah. I really don't know what else to say about it. I mean, I'm probably going to do a review on some of these books that were mentioned in this video, but this book was pretty darn awesome. If you like creepy and like twisted books, I suggest you check this one out because it's really awesome. It has like murderous clowns and everything in it, but they're not like the scary murderous. I mean, okay, I don't know how to explain it, because if you're afraid of clowns, you won't be afraid of this book. That's what I'm trying to say, because I'm terrified of clowns, and I wasn't really afraid of this book. I mean, there were times when I was like, I'm a bit scared to sleep, but I ended up sleeping. And I gave this 4 out of 5 stars. Wow. That was difficult. That was very difficult. So, I have 5 books picked out for the month of January that I would love to read, and I'm going to show you in no particular order, but I'm going to start with the book that I already started reading and plan on finishing in January. So, in my hands, I am super excited about this because everybody raves about it and everybody says how it's such a great book, and I am so excited for it. Is Our Saddle and Dante Discover the Secrets of the Universe by... Wow, I don't know how to pronounce that. Benjamin Alir Sayens. I'm sorry, I just butchered that. But I already started reading this, and I'm already loving it so far, even though I'm only like 18 pages in. It's really interesting, and it sounded really interesting, and so I decided I'd pick it up when I saw it in my public library, so I have it in my possession as of right now. The next book is part of a trilogy, I believe. If it's a series, I'm sorry. It might be a series. I don't know. It's part of something, and it's Ruby Red by Kirsten Gier, and I really want to read this because it seemed really interesting. It is about a girl who, her family has like time traveling genes, and she was supposed to have been like passed up for that, but nope, apparently not. Plot twist, she didn't, and she ends up like going back in like time to it doesn't say what year, but she ends up going back in time, and she ends up meeting this boy, and yeah, I thought it seemed interesting, so I decided to pick it up. And can we just talk about how pretty this cover is for a second? It's literally gorgeous. And I don't read a lot of historical fiction or books that deal with past things, so I thought that, hey, why not? It's pretty, it sounds interesting, I'm gonna read it, so I plan on reading it. The next book I want to get through in January or finish, I don't know if I actually will or not. It depends on the mood I am into for reading and everything like that, because I kind of have to be in a mood for these books. But it's the last book in the Across the Universe trilogy, and this is Shades of Earth by Beth Revis. And I have read the previous 2 books, obviously, and I just need to finish this book, and then I'll be done with the trilogy. And I really want to know what goes on and what happens and everything like that, but I don't really know if I'll be in the mood to read these types of books, because this is like kind of like sci-fi weird, I don't even know what kind of book. But if I do end up reading it, it'll be this month, and if I don't, then it'll be some other month. But I know that I'm going to want to read all my other books that I'm getting as soon as I possibly can, so this might just get pushed to the side for a bit, like it's been for the past few months, but who knows, maybe I'll get to it this month, maybe not. The next 2 books are a duology, and I'm going to show them both at separate intervals, because, you know, I can do that. But I have If I Say by Gail Forman. Yes, I haven't read this yet. I am not ashamed to say that. Okay, I kind of am a bit. I've been planning on reading this for quite a while, like a year and a half a while, and I just haven't gotten around to it. And I know that as soon as I finish this, I'm gonna have to pick up where she went, also by Yale Foreman, obviously, because these two, they go together. And so I just really want to end up reading these this month because I've been pushing them off for a while, and I feel like they'd be a great start into the new year and everything like that. I can do it. I did it. I did it. They're all here. All of them. All of the books that I read this month and all the books that I want to read next month, they're all here. So, I'm going to do this while I'm holding them. If you like this video, give it a huge thumbs up and hit that subscribe button. If you've read any of these books, leave in the comments down below your opinions of them or what you thought about them. I am slowly getting out of the camera view. If you have any video requests, leave them in the comments as well because I love getting requests for videos and it'd be really, 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 really awesome if you did that. I hope you all have a great new year and I hope you all have wonderful time with family, friends, whatever you're doing. And yeah, books. These are a lot heavier than I thought they were going to be. So, bye! And this video today is going to be my no, my dog decided to come in and say hi. Up, come on, come on. Okay, before I continue, I want to show you guys something that I got because this is completely random, but look at it. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. My sister got it for me for Christmas, and it's a wonderful Harry Potter Marauders map dress, and I love it. So, I have 3 books picked out. Wait, I have 4 books picked out. 5 books. I think I pronounced that right. Kirsten, something. It's Kirsten or Kirsten and Gear or Gaia or whatever. I feel like this is a disaster waiting to happen, but I'm gonna try it anyway. What? My sister ends up calling me, and then she doesn't answer. Oh, my word. What am I getting myself into with this? What am I getting myself into? There's at least like 7 billion books here. I'm just so scrunched over right now.